Hello there. I'm USA Today bestselling author, storyteller, and cheeky wench Susan Tisdale. I've been writing since I was a little girl, but in 2011 I published my first novel. Since then, I've hit the USA Today bestsellers list 3 times, and I've sold more than 750,000 copies of my books around the world. I'd like to welcome you to the Cheeky Wench channel, where we discuss all things writing related, from writing to publishing to marketing and everything else in between. So grab your notebooks and your favorite beverage and let's get down to it. Hi, everybody. Okay, first, can y'all hear me? I'm having some microphone issues, I think. And you're probably able to hear a fan in the background. That's because my computer is getting hot. I got to be nice to this little baby. I got to make her last a little while longer. Oops, what happened? Okay, there I am. Oh, good. Good. Hello. Hi, Shannon, honey. No fan? Oh, good. Hi, Holly. Hi, everybody. Amy, Ashley, Dawn, just everyone. Aurora, thank you all for being here. How is everyone tonight? How's everyone doing? I hope you are all doing well. Ignore my lipstick color. It's okay. So much. I can't find my favorite lipstick or my favorite lip gloss anywhere. I have been down for like months, not really doing makeup. And sometime over the last few days, I've just simply misplaced my favorite lipstick and my favorite lip gloss. So I'm going to have to do a little shopping. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. So did anybody write today? Oh, Aurora, that sucks. Yeah, you're going to have to do a little investigation in that as to why you've got blue pieces of something inside your dishwasher. Good, Dawn. Good. So for everyone who wrote today, including me, I'm so proud of all of you for getting your writing in today. I'm trying to figure out a lot of different things while I do this, so please ignore me. Oh, sweet. A short story? Oh, to plot, Dawn, did you do that, honey? Did you plot it out first? And if so, what method did you use? Inquiring minds want to know. So, update on my back and everything, and my hips and yada, yada, yada. Still waiting for some blood tests to come in. But my doctor thinks I have something called PMR. Polymyalgia something or other, rheumatica or something like that. Apparently, it happens to women over 50 who are of Northern European ancestry, which is me, Scottish, Irish, English, all of that, Welsh. That's where I get these eyes from. The hooded eyes is Welsh, I'm told. But anyway, still waiting for test results in, but he has prescribed prednisone to help with the pain. And I started taking that Monday afternoon as soon as Kevin got back from the Walgreens for me with the prescription. And I had been using my cane for weeks and months. And I have been able to do all sorts of stuff. The pain is I'm going to call it 95% gone. That constant, never-ending, 24/7 achy pain, excruciating pain is just gone. My hip feels 1,000 times better. There's no other way to describe that. But I still have a little hitch and giddy up in my hip. So, still not sure if I need a hip replacement. Doesn't look like I will. I think we can start physical therapy and stuff, but since I started the prednisone on Tuesday, a low dose, and Tuesday night I started to feel better, and Wednesday was absolutely I did dishes, I did some laundry, I made my bed, I swept, I vacuumed, I did all sorts of stuff. Probably overdid it just a little bit, but that's how I roll. I don't know how to sit still for very long unless I'm forced to, and the pain was so bad I was literally forced to just do nothing for a long, long time. We don't overdo it. Yeah, I'm not overdoing it, Shannon. Honest. Yes. I know, Tina. There's a lot of stuff to be expected with the prednisone, and I understand that. But I hurt so bad Monday when I went in to see my doctor that I was crying. And I don't do that, but it hurt. And I said, I want my life back. I feel I just want my life back. I'm tired of hurting all the time. And right now, Doc, I'd French kiss a friggin' goat if you told me it would make the pain go away. That's how desperate I am. So, yeah, I told on myself. So, according to the MRI and the x-rays, there's only, well, they didn't do like an intense MRI on my hips, which I'm still not really sure why they didn't. It was all the lower back. But anyway, according to what they can see right now, it's only a mild to moderate bone whatever on my right hip. So hopefully, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. It was so bad, Amy. I would have French kissed a goat. Yes, I'm sorry. I know it's gross, but I was getting very desperate. And the depression was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse because I couldn't, my life was, it was not my life. This is not how I've lived my life. So anyway, I'm feeling 1,000 times better. Thanks to everyone who prayed for me and gave me advice and everything. I really, truly do appreciate it. I think you're all wonderful. But we are moving forward. I am not going to hold my breath at this point because when I started the Celebrex, I had the same results. Pain was gone. I felt really good for 2 or 3 days, and then boom, it stopped. My biggest friend lately has been Tylenol arthritis, so I like that. Thank you, Pam. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Anyway, not holding my breath, but I'm being cautiously optimistic and still trying to take it easy. At least that's the excuse I'm using, so that my husband will continue to do laundry and dishes, but don't tell him. I did make dinner tonight. I made sloppy joes. It was just such hard work. I know, Amy, it just, when you hurt every day, people who are in constant pain, I understand it now. I do. I understand it. And when it's so intense that just sometimes breathing in deeply, like, you want to sigh, it's a new adventure in pain. And I get it. And it's just disheartening. I love sloppy joes. I'm glad you take Celebrex, Pam. It did absolutely nothing for me. It worked for about 24 to 48 hours and then just absolutely stopped. Dawn used the 3-act method, which she's never used before, when she was plotting out her book. Let's just swoop for a moment and go talk about plotting, because that's why we're all here. I love that swoop. I know, it's silly, but I do love it. I do love it. So, Dawn, she wrote a short story. My challenge was last week to just write something short and use one of the many, 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 many plotting methods that are out there. And Dawn says that she used the 3-act method, which she's never done before. So, Dawn, what were the results, darling? Did you enjoy it? Did it... Sorry. Did it help improve your writing any? I'd love to know the results. I should have you come on and just tell everybody. Let's see. Hang on. I think we can do it without video if you don't want to do video. Dawn, do you want to come on and talk about the 3-act method, which you've never used before. There is a delay in answering. Okay. Okay, everybody, I'm putting a link in here because I still haven't figured out how to do this any other way. But Dawn is the only one who's going to use this link. Okay, Dawn, when it pops up, just tap on it. And it will send you to the green room, and then I will let you in. Amy says Pro Writing Aid had an online romance conference and they talked about several methods. Did you find that interesting, honey? Was that a good one? I love, well, I put a link in the chat, Dawn, and you should be able to click on it. If that doesn't work, I'm going to Facebook message you, maybe. Just give me a moment, Dawn. Are we prepared? Are we ready? Well, of course we are, because I am a professional. There you are, Dawn. Hi, Annie. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So, you used the 3-act method, and you'd never used that method before, or you'd never plotted before? Can you hear me, honey?
No, I honestly, I go by the script. And should I be plugging something in or turning it off exactly?
Okay, do you have earbuds or headphones or a headset?
Yeah.
Just put those in. Okay, Dawn, or Amy, we'll talk about that here in a moment. Okay, we give you time, honey.
Okay.
We're all professionals here. We're all professionals here. Is that better, honey?
Yep.
Okay, so you use the 3-act method to write a short story.
Yeah. I had this idea like a million years ago to loosely base the story on the song Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Jesse's Girl.
Yeah. And anyway, so I know I'll never be able to read it because I will never be able to get the right to use the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But I went ahead and started writing something anyway. So I know how it starts. It starts with him meeting her and Jesse. And Jesse runs away from the eyes. And at the end, where she gets to
I'm going to stop you for 1 second. Can you turn your volume all the way down? Because everybody who's listening is getting a severe echo, and that's usually because...
Got it.
Yeah, so we can hear you, okay, and you'll still be able to hear me. Or mute the video, I think. Okay, but anyways, just say something. We'll see what everybody thinks.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Do you have a mute button on your keyboard? Do you know how to turn the volume down on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, just do that. And if that doesn't work, we're going to just mute your video, so that there's not the echo. Or turn off your stream of YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, just shut it off for right now.
Okay.
You'll still be here, I promise. And if I'm wrong, everybody can let me know.
Yeah, I'm still. Should I go in? Maybe?
Hang on. Hang on. Okay, people, is this any better? Don, say a few words.
Nope.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
Okay.
Okay.
If
It's
not,
still, it's
if you're
volume
watching,
high. It's
yeah, if
delayed.
you're watching the actual stream on YouTube, it's going to echo
Yep, and
Yep.
it's
And it's
delayed.
delayed.
and it's not better. So you need to just turn off the YouTube stream. You will still be in here. Everybody will still be able to see you. If this doesn't work, we're going to have a private lesson afterwards for everybody. Anybody who ever wants to come on the show with me,
Right.
we will do a private lesson and we will do a test and everybody will learn what how to do it. Let's see if you can just oops, she went away. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I really am. Dawn, I'm so sorry, honey. Maybe we'll record it sometime. Dawn, send me a PM message on Facebook. We'll wait for her to come back on. I'm so sorry, people. So, yeah, the echo. You got to have your headphones and you've got to mute the audio on your live stream, the YouTube live stream. So, hopefully we'll get it figured out later. Anyway, Amy said that she enjoyed the online conference she did. The Pro Writing had an online romance conference and they talked about several methods. And I asked Amy if she liked it. And she said she said this, I did when they weren't trying to sell me something. Of course. Right? We'll wait for Dawn to come back in. Okay, Shannon, we're going to have a class next week. And we'll get this all figured out. Whew. Anyway. So apparently she liked that method. Did anybody else take the challenge and write just a tiny story and use any of the myriad of plotting methods? What the hell's fictionary? Okay, Amy, you're going to have to come on and explain to me what the hell fictionary is because I've never heard of that. What is fictionary? I really have got to get out more. Oh, it's a website. Okay. Do tell. You know, when I did my conference, I didn't sell anything. When I did my in-person conference, the Write Like a Pro conference, we just had people in to teach classes. It was all included. We didn't try to sell anybody anything. Anyway, book editing. Okay. All right. Thanks, Amy. I'll look into that later. Is M. Baldridge here tonight? Because I want to talk about her. She and I had a great conversation today. She's going to be on next week. Okay, that's our special guest next week is M. Baldridge. Talking about writing. We should really swoop right now. I'm so bad at this. Okay. Okay, don't even worry about it. Okay. She says, I made the beginning where the song kicks in. The second act was when she discovered she was pregnant and he ran to join the service. And the third act was when Mitch decided he'd step in and help her with the child. Awesome. That is awesome, Dawn. Good for you, darling. Seriously, try the different plotting methods. But anyway, next week we're going to have M. Baldridge on. She's going to talk about writing the blurb before you write the book. And I had a wonderful conversation with her today. And I have never been so jealous of anyone in my entire life until I found out who she was friends with. The Virginia Henley. Talks to her almost every day. Like, you have to adopt me. I love Virginia Henley. Anyway, it was very, very helpful. I'm only halfway through with the current work in progress. And so I wrote the blurb. And that was really kind of helpful. So we're going to discuss all that next week. Just ignore how I look. My hair looked so perfect earlier. I mean, I was styling earlier, and then I took a little nap, and it was, get this, the first nap I've had in probably 4 years that I took because I was actually kind of tired and not because I was in pain or depressed. Amy. So that was kind of nice. I just took a nap because I wanted a nap. So Dawn says, doing that made writing around the 3 plot points so much easier. I am so glad to hear that. I really am, Dawn. Congratulations to you, darling. Did anybody else here take that challenge? Just a show of hands. And we're going to do this for Dawn, specifically for Dawn. Oh, sorry, I was hoping that'd be over with before I was done blowing my nose. So, I get that. I'm so tired right now, I could fall asleep right now. Well, then, Shannon, honey, go take a nap. It's okay. It really is, darling. You deserve it. Besides, aren't you used to going to bed at this hour? I worked out. I look like I've been dragged through a sweat pool. My trainer likes to call it sparkly. I'm not sparkly. And this mama doesn't work out. Now, I will do physical therapy. I will walk. I will do yoga. But I'm not doing workouts. I'm not going to the gym and getting on one of those treadmills or those bicycles. I sweat enough, okay? I'm 59, postmenopausal. I sweat enough. Yes, but you get up at 3. Yes, Shannon, so you should be going to bed soon. Okay. So, Amy, I have more questions about the website Fictionary. I'm going to go look at that real quick. It helps if I can write, right? Can you write? No, I said Fictionary, not dictionary. It's not pulling up. Well, that's odd. Anyway, what would... I did Google it, Emily. God, I can't talk. We really have to start doing these at about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm like up and perky and able to think clearly. Because after 5, it's like the brain is just shutting down. She's like, you've been working all day. You've been doing whatever all day. Okay, Fictionary.co. Okay. Oh, turn your first draft novel into a bestseller. Oh, okay. I don't know anything. Let's look at this together. Okay, I love you, Shannon. I'll talk to you tomorrow, honey. Let's look at this together. Because I know nothing about this. Okay, so let's look at it together. How to use 15 Fictionary story elements to create a bestseller. Join our mailing list to receive your free book. Great tips on story editing, our best blogs, and learn how to use Fictionary software to make your story unforgettable. Okay, cool. Overwhelmed by book editing. Okay, I don't edit. I mean, I do kind of edit, but I really don't edit. Okay, this looks like some really good tips. I'm going to have to look into this more closely because I do find things like this fascinating, but I need to deep dive into it and see if it actually helps. Shannon, you get some really good sleep. And everyone behaves themselves here. We're all good girls. Anyway, we've talked about so many different things over... How long have we been doing this? I don't know. over the last, whenever I started this, we have had so many great conversations about, I do. That's what I do for a living, Amy. I get paid for telling lies. If you think about it, right? Writing books, telling lies, making up stories. I get paid for that. Anyway, is there a topic that we have not discussed over these last many, many moons that you would really, really like to talk about? Now, a lot of times everybody puts a response in here and then I forget to write them down. Because 9 times out of 10, I can't find a piece of paper to save my soul from the devil. Ta-da! So I'm going to write them down tonight. And I know I wrote them down last week, but I forgot the where I put the list. So if you have a topic that you would like to discuss, or like me to discuss, please send me an email. That just works better for me. Okay? It's just Susan at SusanTisdale.com. All right? If there is a subject, writing, publishing, marketing, editing, plotting, whatever, just shoot me an email, put in the subject line, cheeky wench ideas or something like that. Do you know that you can buy printer paper with the 3 holes already punched? Yes, I think I did. But I do have a 3-hole punch. And I like to use it. Because sometimes, just going thick stack of paper. It's kind of, kind of fun. Also, here's a good idea I just got. Send me your tips, things that you do that helps you get motivated, that gets you in the mood to write, stuff like that. Send me a list of things you hate about writing. And if you say they hate the writing part, then don't even bother, because that's just ridiculous. Let's see. I'm trying to read comments. Okay, new comments. Make your own confetti. Fun for cats. I don't have cats. I don't have pets, unless you count the dust bunnies that are under my bed. Oh, hi, Lynn. Lynn says, Fictionary is great for developmental editing. They have live classes on editing and how to structure scenes in novels. I signed up when they started offering classes, and now I love the software. That's awesome, Lynn. I am so glad to hear that. I'm going to do a deeper dive into that. I really am, because I only promote things that I really truly believe in, or things that I believe will help somebody else. So send me an email, darling, if you want to, and we could talk about it. But I'm going to, if I remember, because we all know it's after 5, and the brain fries. Fictionary.co. Okay, I'm going to try that 14-day free trial. I love that, Aurora. I love that. Anyway, it has been a really good last few days. I have taken it real easy because hubby told me to, and I've been knitting. I'm getting all sorts of messages. I'm knitting a blanket. But I actually started writing today because after I talked to Em, and she's like, I challenge you to write this blurb now. And I'm like, oh my God, you sound like me. So I sat down and wrote it. And then it's like, it kind of spiraled into other things. So Holly says, I have a big box of tiny dolls and action figures. I set up the scene with them, and having it in front of me keeps me on track since I think so much faster than I write. Exactly. I cannot do, and I had the discussion with them, I cannot do, now, if it's a text, right, like a voice to text, text message, I use that all the time. Hey, Siri. Oh, nope, don't listen to me. She woke up. She wants to listen. It's, hey, send a message to blah. I could do that. But when it comes to story writing, I absolutely cannot orally write the story. I have got to just sit and type and type and type and type. Does anybody else have I admire anybody who can just, tell their story to the microphone or to the computer or whatever and have it written out that way. I bow at your feet. I just can't do it. My brain is faster than my mouth, usually. Did I say that right? My brain is faster than my mouth? I think so. Anyway, that's who I am. That's how I roll. Yes, you have to finish one story first, okay? When a new idea hits you, my recommendation is to just write it down in a notebook or in Niblo on your tablet or whatever, or in Scrivener. I have a whole thing of books I want to write, and then inside Scriveners, there's, each book, and then I put notes in there. I try really hard not to stop writing the book I'm currently working on to start another. I just can't do that. The only exception to that was McKenna's honor, and I've already told you why. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, write it down. KJ Montgomery says, I have Plotter, but I haven't dived into it. I think it will work for me. Well, I challenge you to try it out this week, KJ Montgomery. I really do. See how it works. Let me know. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Let me know how these tools work for you, because that's important. Because if I recommend something and say to 100 different people and 90 of them come back and say it sucked, I need to know. Okay? But if you liked it, it's good to help other people. Now, I have tried Plotter, but my mind, it's a great program. Honest to God, I know lots and lots of authors who use Plotter, and they absolutely love it. I don't know what the disconnect in my brain is between my brain and to me, it's not, I don't know. It's just, I couldn't use it. But I have used it, and I really, really liked what I was able to figure out to use. And maybe we'll just have the Plotter people on some night. I'll reach out to them and see if they would like to come on and talk. And maybe I'll have the Fictionary people come on and talk. That would be fun. Plotter, yes, Plotter melds into Scrivener too, and I have heard that. But I think for me, I'm so set in my ways on certain things that bring me absolute joy and bliss that it's really hard to throw something else in there. Does that make sense? I just know what I'm doing. I've written enough of these damn books. I've used Scrivener enough. I'm in a happy spot. But if it can really help me improve my plotting and improve my writing, I'm willing to use it. So. Oh, good, Amy. Yes, Dawn is right. Reading through it text to speech when self-editing because the ear can hear what the eye cannot see. Yes, exactly. Because we all know that our first draft, there are no typos, there are no errors, there are no mistakes. You've just written the next great American novel, right? How can there be an error? Well, we all know there's errors. We all know that first draft, for some of us, is, a big pile of poo. Or it's just, not a big pile of poo, but it's a flower getting ready to blossom out of the ground. And our jobs as authors is to help make that bloom grow and blossom and continue to get beautiful, right? So that's what self-editing is. I tend to self-edit as I write. I'll write it like a sentence, and it's like, nope, that's not correct, and I'll go back and fix it real quick. I don't edit. Like, once I'm done with the chapter, I'm moving on to the next. I will kind of self-edit as I'm writing that chapter. Once it's done, I move on to the next. When I'm done with the book, I don't self-edit. I don't go back and look at it. I know that is horrible. I know that is awful. I'm not trying to teach you people that, but I just can't. When I am done with the book, when I'm satisfied with it, when I'm happy with it, I can't. I'm so mentally and emotionally drained from this book that I can't. So I sent it to my editor, and she says I write clean, meaning there aren't a lot of things to fix, But there are some times where there might be a little plot hole, and I can go in at her direction and fix a plot hole that might have appeared, which 10 books out of 10, there is a tiny one that I have to go in and fix. But I just send it on. She sends it back when she's done. I make all the changes, send it to my final proofer, and I'm done. I never go back anymore. I used to go back and reread. Like after the book was published, I'd buy it and I'd read it and I'd sit there and giggle going, I can't believe I wrote this. And then, as I got better at writing, I would go, ooh, what the hell were you thinking? This doesn't make any sense. But apparently I'm wrong. It does make sense. So, Don says, I do too. I've had many people tell me not to go back until I'm finished, but I just can't not self-edit while I'm writing. Yeah, and it's while you're writing, right? You write a sentence and it's like, that doesn't sound right. Fix it then and there. Okay? That's what I do. But I don't want to rewrite the book 18,000 different times, right? And I know that's probably what I'm going to do. If I go back and self-edit, I'm going to rewrite it. And I've only done that once. What book was that? Asa. I totally rewrote Asa. Lynn McKinley says, or Lynn Mickley says, Plotter is also great software, but I struggled plotting my already written manuscript to figure out what was wrong with it. Fictionary works better for my brain. LOL. Hey, whatever tool. Not every tool is going to work for every author. Okay? Just because Plotter works like gangbusters for 100,000 different authors, that's awesome. But we're all different. We all have different minds. We all click in different ways. We have things that make sense and things that don't. We're all different, and that's okay. All right? And I'm not dissing any program at all. Do not anybody come at me and say I'm dissing. I'm not. I'm saying these are great. Plotter is a great, great program. I've had, I think we had the Plotter people. Sorry, I just got an itch in the middle of my back, and it's like, oh, scratch it now. Anyway, we had lots of different companies at my Write Like a Pro author conference a few years ago, and I want to start doing that again, but not yet. I just have my iron in too many different fires right now. Amy says, I know an author that writes one day and then she edits the next day before she starts writing again. I can't do that. Now, I might glance back over at what I wrote the day before, like the last paragraph, to try and remember where I was going with this idea. But I mean, if I wrote 10,000 words in a day, I'm not going to go back over and read 10,000 words. I'm not going to go back and read 5,000 or 3,000. I'm just not. We got stuff to do, people. We got stuff to do. We got to work. This is why we hire really good people who can help us. Ashley Doris says, I self-edit while I'm writing because if I don't, it's a ton of work to finesse the entire manuscript later. Also, it makes me feel good to know at least the beginning of the book is really solid foundation. That's true. That's very true. Aurora says she uses pro writing as a guide as well to try to fix as I write. I also have a bad habit of over editing if I self-edit the whole thing. Yes, that can happen. But there are so many wonderful tools out there that we can all use. And I recommend that you all brag, and discuss it. Either when we're here tonight or in a Facebook group or whatever, or with your author friends, and tell them what's working for you and what isn't working for you. Lynn says, if you join the Fictionary community, they have many free classes showing how the software can help you write. If you want the editing classes, you have to subscribe to the software. And then she says, I sound like a salesman. No, honey, you're just talking about, how much you love this program. And that's absolutely fabulous. We need people to tell us what they think about the programs that they're using because it's helping other people, right? It's helping other people get better at what they love to do. And that's what Wednesday night, except tonight it's Thursday because last night was Valentine's Day, and I am digressing again. Because that's how I roll. I digress. This is Susan. Is that me or is that me? Aurora says, I love pro writing because it helps with sentence structure that I may miss. It offers suggestions. 9 out of 10, I get the sentence right with the program. Good. That's good. See, there's all these wonderful little tips and tricks and everything that we can share, right? And I would just really encourage you, people that are here, to send me a quick email or Facebook Messenger or whatever and say, something I would love to share with other people is this has really helped me recently because, and then next week I can read them over the air or have you come on and talk about it. How's that sound? Would you like to do that? Well, not next week. It'd have to be the week after because M. Baldridge is going to be here next week talking about writing the blurb before you write the book. And I'm excited about that. I am. So I want to share something. Hang on. AirDrop. I hope this works. I hope it does. So as we all know, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Oh, come on, just send it. There it is. Hang on. One moment, please. Because I want to show you something really adorable. I think it would be fun too, actually. Okay, so present. Share screen. Oh, it's not going to do it. Let me see if this will work. Just give me a moment because, this is important and my granddaughter is just absolutely flipping beautiful and perfect. And I'm hoping that y'all will be able to see this. Nope. Window? Nope. Entire screen? Nope. Well, damn it. Let's see if this works. I can only do comments. But poopy pies! Anyway, Malaya, my granddaughter, her Valentine's box was the Valentron 3000. Let's see if I can do this. Video clips, overlays, logo, background. Let's just try it. Okay. Let's see if this will come up. Let's see if this will work because I really want you to see just how stinky cute my granddaughter is. It's uploading. So she was pretty happy with this. And it's not going to work. Well, that just bites. That just bites. It won't show that one either. Well. Okay, Don says, I was an English teacher, so when I edit for my authors, I tend to teach little lessons in my editing notes. It's so cool to see their writing improve and know that I helped them to do that. Exactly. That is important. And that is a sign of a very, very, very good editor when you're working with the author. I tried to do the share screen and it wouldn't work, Amy. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. Okay, let's see if it does that. What? Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's try this. Can you see it? Isn't she adorable? So that's called the Valentine 3000, and that was her Valentine's box. And she's got a little box of heart candies and little flowers and everything. Can you see it okay? She is adorable, is she not? I just love her. That's little Malaya. That's my little Malaya. She's adorable. She's my girl. She's my sweetie pie. Carter's my boy. I love my grandchildren in case nobody ever, realized that I do. I do. There's nothing that I would not do for my grandchildren. Seriously. I just love them so much. And they're awesome and they're perfect in every possible human way. At least I like to think so. What happened? Why did it go blurry? Anyway, I know we've only been here for 45 minutes, but I need to go eat. I cannot believe Amy Finley is old enough to have a great grandchild. I'm not ready for that. I'm just not yet. I'm too damn young. And my grandkids are too young. And as you know, I have 6. And Kennedy and Riley are technically biologically old enough, but no. No. Yes, you are too young. You are too young. And I think that's awesome. I love being a grandma. I really do. So anyway, I'll let y'all go. Shoot me an email. Let's talk about the tips and tricks and tools that you all like to use. Just shoot it to Susan@SusanTisdale.com and send me a Facebook message or whatever. And maybe I'll pick somebody to come on to the show next week, and we'll have a trial run before we actually bring you on, so that yes, Susan's distracted. Squirrel! So that we can test all the audio and video stuff, okay? I'm going to sign up for now. Off for now, not up. I'm going to sign off and go get some dinner. Oh, good, Ashley. Thank you. Oh, covers. We haven't discussed that, but we can discuss it again. No problem with discussing topics that we've discussed before, especially if somebody missed it. So anyway, I love you all. I hope you all have a really blessed rest of your week, a fabulous weekend. We are supposed to get snow Saturday morning. Boo. I told Kevin that the weatherman needs to stop with the dirty talk. But next week is supposed to be gloriously warm. So I love you all. I think you're all awesome and special. And so may your coffee cup never run dry. May your underwear not right up the crack of your ass. And may your muse sing to you softly and sweetly, and may you get all the beautiful words written. Until next Wednesday, love you all. Bye-bye. Mwah.